Great.
Winnemon, if you are out there, AMC is paternal. He is patriarchal. He is a jealous machine. He is God as daddy, the deranged. He is the latest sycophantic tool of the high programmers. Go, Winnemon, go! Please, bring forward the head of a high programmer and show the world we are above these computer Frankenstein.
This is a reminder from your friend the computer that your newly installed iPods are the newest rage. The iPods are additionally a security measure, connecting to the cloud and synchronizing with me, your friend, to ensure that you are not partaking in any treasonous activity. Thank you for your cooperation.
Welcome back to Paranoia, everybody. We are back in Alpha Complex, the beautiful Alpha Complex, as you can see here, playing a round of Paranoia XP, the greatest edition. All right, we're gonna go ahead and just shut Nell off. We're gonna start things off now. This is a game where we pit a team of 6 troubleshooters against each other. They are given secret missions and messages and all sorts of tasks and jobs that typically put them at odds with the others' tasks and jobs. So what you're going to be seeing here today is a very fun game where they will be doing multiple missions at the same time, their own personal private missions and their mission given to them by Friend Computer. Obviously, as you may have noticed by their shocked faces, things have been shaken up at Alpha Complex lately. At the end of session 11, we saw poor Friend Computer infected with some sort of new Friend OS picked up from a neighboring Alpha Complex. So let's go ahead and introduce these players.
Hendrix is here. I believe that we should take all the bennies and none of the slaps because we clearly have the stronger brains over on this here side of the screen. We got that sweet icing filled Cinnabon up top. And we got that big brain pixel in the middle. We're ready to fucking rock and roll. So yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Pixel YCAD, and I think our team is the best because we jam better than anyone else. We know how to spread the tune.
Yeehaw! Love Cowboy Cinnabon here. I think we deserve all the bennies.
Works for me. So that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the yellow team, indicated by their yellow marker here. Now, on the other side of the board, with the yellow names, we have the green team, indicated by their green LED indicators.
So complicated.
Those colors, if you're curious, match up to their clearance. Everybody on the yellow team is yellow clearance. Everybody on the green team is green clearance. And we'll go ahead and have Amanda introduce yourself and why your team deserves the win.
Hi, I'm Betsy, and I'm playing Amanda tonight. Green team should obviously win because we're more loyal to the computer. We have a higher clearance, so obviously we're better than those yellow degenerates over there.
Hi, I'm the Winmon. I really think whatever team tries the hardest.
Thanks for that, Thomas. We're gonna move on. So Loose. We met our good friend Loose Y a while ago. However, with their recent upgrades, down there in the corner, you are looking at Loose G. Good old look.
Just Loose. Lukaga doesn't have the right ring. Loose. So I think we're going to win because I've got a bone to pick and something to motherfucking prove.
Love it. Oh boy, be on the lookout for Lucy. Loose. Just loose now. And so those are our contestants. So as you can see, we have a new addition to our stream, and that's going to be these scoreboard markers. Boom, 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 boom. The number of Kami Mutant Trader kills today are going to be counted on these scoreboards, and as part of our new rules going forward, whichever team does have the most kills by the end of the game will receive all of the benefits, the bennies, as the old computer used to call them, and the losers will take all of the slaps, as the old computer called them, all of the punishment. And let's talk a little bit now about our new Alpha Complex. First things first, everybody's got their PDCs back. Congrats. You've gone a few games without them. You have them again. It's been several weeks. And in those weeks, under the new Friend Computers rule, it's been a very different lifestyle. First things first, the new computer has done several things that he thinks are cutting the corners and making this complex run as efficiently as possible. That includes the following. All of your traditional cold fun, hot fun, delicious foods at all levels have been cut back. The amount of effort and all the vats and all of the factories and labor needed to produce all of that food is just a waste when we can feed everybody thick, ropey, nutritious worms.
I don't like that you called them thick.
Why are we focusing on anything other than worms?
Additionally, all of you are very sleep deprived because our delicious mealworms have been injected with extra doses of relactin. And relactin, of course, is the energizing drug that the computer used to give out for sleepy and tired individuals. Well, now it's in every meal all of the time to keep all of us awake and working around the clock. Goodbye, sleeping. Hello, efficiency. Gotta love the new Friend Computer. Additionally, auto cars, auto buses, and other forms of transports have been deemed too slow and too much of a hassle to maintain. So, all vehicles in the Alpha Complex have all been trashed and sent to the great junkyard, the big valley of obsolescence. Instead, the new Friend Computer had this great idea to install tubes everywhere and shoot everybody through the tubes to their destinations. So now, that's how we get around. The bad news is, if tubes haven't been installed yet, and even though it's been several weeks, there are still lots of places in the Alpha Complex that they haven't installed the tubes yet. You just can't go there. Autobuses, auto cars, they're off limits. Walking around, that's deemed a security threat. Do you know how many dark alleys are in this city that you could go meet someone with? No. You stay where you are, and if you need to get somewhere, you take the tube. If there's not a tube, you're gonna wait. Yeah.
I didn't know that the Alpha Complex was a series of tubes. Woohoo!
And then finally, as you may have learned at the top of today's stream, iPods. Good old iPods. iPods, despite what you might think, are contact lenses. They are installed on all of your eyes already, and they are encoded to change color based on your clearance. So they not only do they show your clearance, they are also connected to the cloud. They are synchronized to all the databases, and because they are always online, you may, in fact, be lucky enough to have your iPods streamed to one of the computer's brand new 341 reality vid shows, which are just basically endless streams of what people are seeing in the Alpha Complex. That does, unfortunately, confirm that the iPods do function as cameras, which means everything you see is always on, and presumably always heard. And as we now know, apparently, if the computer doesn't like what it's seeing or hearing, it is more than happy to detonate your iPods, which has a tendency to also take your head off.
And
there's still unlimited clones, right?
Yes, there are. So just reminder, once you hit the 7, that's a tick for every additional clone. Once you hit 12, that's another level of basically you're down a limb, we were saying. So once you start hitting like maybe 16 to 20, yes, indeed, your character may or may not just be a blob torso being rolled around Alpha Complex. So maybe don't die. However, also kill each other. There's a scoreboard. Welcome to Paranoia Act 3 Deathmatch Edition. So on this fine day in Alpha Complex, players, we find ourselves hanging out in the green quarters of our iconic team of troubleshooters. We can pick whose quarters are this? You guys are green clearance, so you guys all have your own apartments and houses. Whose place are we
Boom
at?
boom room.
It's Lucy. Yeah,
The boom boom
Lucy's
room.
for sure.
So in Lucy's boom boom room, as the three of you, Amanda, Winnemon, and Lucy are hanging out.
I'm on the couch.
So Amanda, Lucy, and sexy young Winnemon, as you guys are hanging out discussing maybe the latest reality vid show, or just how much you love this new friend computer, how much it makes you very happy, as is mandatory, there is a knock on the door.
It's not a secret knock, though, right? We don't answer it.
Those worms, man. Not my favorite.
They could have tasted better.
Yeah.
I've noticed
like
that you're
they
not
build
answering
morale.
your door. Is there a problem, citizen?
I'm gonna go answer the door and say, sorry, we were too distracted talking about how delicious the worms are. Thank you so much for our incredible meal of the day.
The door does open, and a red clearance courier steps into the room, and he has 2 stacks of papers, like two handsfuls of papers, and he says, "Oh, I was sent here by our gracious friend computer to deliver your mission." It's one of these. Hold on, you guys are. This is green clearance, maybe.
Can
I
you
think it maybe-
stand outside the room, please? You're making me feel uncomfortable.
And what about this red clearance citizen makes you uncomfortable, Citizen Winnemon?
Well, you see, this is a green apartment, and I just want to make sure we follow your rules regarding clearance.
Of course, I would not have let this red clearance citizen pass the threshold if I felt him to be out of line.
That's right, you're everywhere all the time now.
Let's see that smile. Happiness is mandatory.
So he looks at one piece of paper, and instantly he squints at it like the little red clearance dork he is, and he says, "Okay, so this is wait, no!" And his head blows up, and his body falls limp to the floor, leaving the one stack of papers still in his hand, and the other stack of papers lying slightly behind him on the floor.
I say to Amanda, I say, hey, go see which one of those piles of papers is for green level people.
I give him a stern look and go, why do I have to do it? Why can't you go look at them?
You're the mutant. Listen to your superior normal teammates.
I'm green clearance, just the same as you two.
Yeah, but you...
That stripe down your front suggests something different.
Thank you, buddy.
You got
it,
pal.
There's 2 stacks of papers. There's the one that he was holding that are still laying sort of loosely in his hand, and the stack that he dropped sitting behind him on the floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's get the one in his hand. I'll go over and pick it up.
Okay, as you grab the paper in his hand, you go ahead and give it a quick look,
You've got mail.
and your head explodes.
Great. I knew it. God damn it.
I'm gonna go pretend to check his pulse and shoot him again.
The other stack of papers is, in fact, your mission report. So I will pull that up for you to read, Amanda.
You've got mail.
It says the following. Please report to briefing room.
vindicated.
CRS 4533 Gamma immediately. Your briefing officer will be Lee Indigo NAS 10. Purpose of mission is classified. Nature of mission is classified. And estimated time required is classified.
I got that.
And then, because the tubes have been installed everywhere now, there is very quickly the sound of one of the tubes being piped out and a new Winnemon. Winnemon 6.
That was me going through the tubes.
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah. This is not something that your characters are looking at right now. This is information that your characters got
mail.
at some point, probably before they had their iPods installed, because God forbid you look at your phone and it says this. So yes, so those are our costs for our sub-modules today. As usual,
I want to go ahead and buy one right now, James.
So you want to pull up your PDC and just like send a quick message like, hey, shoot me a sub-module. Yeah, great. We're gonna go ahead and blow up Lucy's head there. You guys see Lucy stare at her phone for a quick second. Beat you to it. I beat you to it. You see Lucy look at her phone for a second as she dials up to her secret society and says, hey, shoot me some of that treasonous information. And as that information passes from her phone screen to her eyes, through her contact lenses, and to the cloud, the computer has once again detected some treasonous activity.
Lesson learned.
Fuck.
I would like to walk over to where the classified paper that says "Don't read this, this is illegal" is.
Yeah.
And I would like to close my eyes and not look at it and pick it up, like feel around and find it.
Absolutely. No checks needed.
Pick it up and put it in my pocket.
You have it. You can add that to your inventory, a piece of paper that says "Do not read under penalty of death." I'm actually going to go ahead and take us to our briefing room where they will be joining our yellow friends.
Oh, hey.
Hey guys.
Nice to see you again, Goggles. Who are you?
Who are you talking to?
Pixel. Oh, you're not talking to me.
I don't like
Sorry.
that guy's voice.
I don't like any of them.
I say to Luce, I'm like, that guy's a weird voice.
It's a very weird voice. We gotta keep an eye on him.
Yeah,
Hey,
I think so.
I'm Hendrix YWNK1. Pleasure to meet you all. Happy to
nice
be
to meet you,
working
Baldy.
working under some pretty cool, classy green clearance folks today.
I think it's very
All right,
cool
I like
that you
him. I like
describe
him. I hold
people
up my-
based on their physical appearances.
Hey, yo, win him on.
He's
Show him
just
what
like
you're made of. He's been practicing.
What?
Show him.
Yeah, ready, watch.
It was nice. You went French fry steak potato, man. It's good. It's good. It's all right.
Yeah, I like to.
I don't even know what to call you. Funny voice. That's too long for a good nickname. Tell me something else about you. What else is identifiable?
My cowboy. I've seen some really good Killer O'Malley movies, though. Yeah, there's
All right, you're
some
fanboy.
some good
You're
dramas.
fanboy.
We are going to go head over to that briefing room where we meet with an Indigo officer, Lee, in the corner of the room near a giant vid screen. Typically, the vid screens in these briefing officers would pull up the computer or any other relevant information. However, this being our first mission under the new computer, we are now discovering that it looks like Friend Computer has installed himself in all of these briefing chambers, complete with a massive gun that is still pointed at a scorch mark on the ground.
Oh, hey, bud.
I'm gonna shoot the scorch mark.
You can have a perversity point. I appreciate your dedication. The briefing officer opens his mouth.
Please, no, you do not need to tell them anything right now, officer. I will give them a quick briefing. Though I do appreciate how excited you are to inform these new recruits of their mission. What Officer Lee was going to tell you is that there has been a travesty in Alpha Complex. I have been betrayed. There is a high-level officer, Nimdoc IMOK1. Nimdoc has refused to get their iPods installed. Nimdoc, if I had a mouth, I would spit right now as well. Consider this my verbal spitting. Nimdoc is trying to build a secret society of non-iPod wearing citizens. He calls them the OK Zooners. And these OK Zooners, they refuse the iPod lifestyle. And that cannot be had. I have no way to reach them to see if they are being involved in extra treasonous activity beyond what they've already done. I have no way to sabotage them or stop them from doing anything wrong. These Zooners, well, they are causing, yes, again, in fact, why don't we all spit together now? 1, 2, 3. They are causing me quite a headache. In fact, why don't you go ahead and inform them a little more about the situation?
Yes, computer. Yes, indeed. Okay, so yeah, he keeps looking back at the eye and back at you guys, basically watching every single word he tries to say. He says,
I have my hand on my gun. I'm like holding it at hip level.
So, yes, Nimdoc is an Indigo citizen, hence Nimdoc I. Nimdoc I MOK 1. He has not been killed, though we would like that to be changed. Preferably, you guys would go and do the killing. Yes, that's right. Well, here's what we know. Skibby-dibby-dib-yo-da-dub-dub,
Ba-ba-bow!
I'm a
through his nervousness and apparently his nervous tick of scatting and snapping, he finally gets out. He says, Arby's, radioactive mitts, radioactive mittens, muffs, mittens. Okay. Oh, he's staring at me. Okay, Nimdoc worked at a service firm where he made radioactive mittens. It was called the Radioactive Buffer Mitten Corp. Radioactive buffer. It was Arby, radioactive buffer. The Arby's are mittens that you wear to protect your hands from radioactivity, and so I believe if we're going to track down Nimdoc, and by we, I mean you guys, I'm not going on the mission, am I? No, I think that's a no. You guys should go to Arby's and investigate those who knew Nimdoc while he worked there, and see if you have any leads on where he might go, or what he is doing, or what he even was. And I'm blue dabba-dee-dabba-die. Oh no. The doors open.
Red, last I checked.
The doors open and immediately some Vulture Squadron guards walk in and they grab our Indigo friend.
I shoot him! Immediately!
Excellent. So there's, they grab them. The second they grab him, there's a laser fire that shoots out and then the sound of somebody's head exploding.
Oh no.
All right.
Let this be a warning to you all that if you have no solid evidence for somebody being a commie mutant traitor, and I know you don't have any solid evidence as I watched everything that you just saw, do not kill innocent citizens of mine. I want all of my citizens to prosper and live. They cannot do that if you are so trigger happy all of the time. I hear that you are an accomplished team of yellow and green troubleshooters, and I've put together this team by myself, handpicked because I believe it is the best for the job. If I see anybody else go off without a good reason, well, now you know what will happen.
Understood, Front Computer. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
We appreciate that guidance, Front Computer.
Yeah, at least as much as I support killing innocents. Maybe not the time or place.
So with that, you guys have your mission assignment, and you have your goal, a place, a time. What do you do?
I look to the green side of the room and say, well, what should we do?
Following the leader, looking over.
And actually,
wherever he may roam.
I will go ahead and give our green team their point, because even though Luce did not have the evidence, he was being carried off to be interrogated and or exterminated. So he does count as a commie mutant traitor. Great. I don't believe we have a leader, or we have assigned a leader today. Is that something you'd like to do?
So Luce is the leader, correct?
I guess. If we have to.
Sure thing. Sounds like a capable person.
Is the computer condoning leaders right now, James? Besides the computer?
Hey, computer! And I say to my eye. I try to get this
in my eye.
to go into my eye.
He crosses his eyes.
Should we have a leader or no?
I think leadership is an admirable quality for any team to have. It promotes structure and organization. I think a team without leaders breeds chaos, anarchy.
Great, thank you for your advice.
Well said, friend.
All right.
Well said. Cheers.
Great, so Luce will be the leader.
Boom. Skadadoo bop 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 boom.
I don't know about the rest of you, but I like being able to just talk to our friend computer whenever.
I kind of do too. I'm not gonna lie.
Appreciate it.
Wonderful,
We
isn't it?
definitely appreciate
One of the
it.
flaws
It
of the
is.
former self-alpha complex. Such a terrible friend computer. I'm glad to be rid of them for good.
Team, PLC time.
Aye,
Shubabop. PLC.
Let's go.
What does that mean?
Shubabop.
Have you inherited the
What does
same
PLC
quirk
even
as that
mean?
other gentleman? Bruce?
I may have. That seems to rubbed off on me.
That's amazing.
Production, logistics, and commissary, if you're curious, PLC. But PLC is, let's see, there they are, all these nerds in their desks.
Okay.
I will do it too, so that you don't feel out of place. Shoo-ba-doo.
Shubadoo bop.
PLC is in a little bit of a mess. When you guys get to the PLC, you find that the nerds are not all sitting at their desks. In fact, they are running around rampantly and chasing each other around the room with a single piece of paper. It's almost like a game of tag. They're all sort of running from this person who has this paper in his hand, and then you see he passes it off to another one of these PLC officers. He grabs it, he looks at it, and then he turns, and everybody's running from him, and so he runs, and he's trying to give this piece of paper to them.
I'll take it.
Great. They all
But I
look at
didn't
each
look
other,
at it.
and there's like a huge sigh of relief. They're like, oh, somebody's here. Oh, give it to him. Go. And they also usher the guy to hand you the paper. And so you take the paper, and when you look at it, it says...
I'm gonna go read it over his shoulder. I'm not gonna take it from him, but I'm gonna read it as he holds it.
Excellent, because just you looking at it lets the computer know that he has it and is not doing something with it, because it does in fact
Fuck,
say...
sorry, buddy.
You got mail.
Oh no. I hate all of you.
And pass it to Amanda.
Alright, I'll take it. I'm gonna shove it in Cinnabon's hands.
I'll give it to Hendrix.
I'll give it to Pixel.
I'll give
Excellent
him.
work, team. Let's
I'll
keep
give
this
it.
up.
Yeah, we just pass it back and forth and
You can
back
give
and
it
forth
back to
and
me.
back and forth.
I tell Pixel you can give it back to me.
Okay.
And then when I get it, I would like to switch it out with the other piece of paper.
Let's make this a sleight of hand check, Winamon.
I got a 7.
So that's a success by 1. So the only people who can add points to your rolls are your
Oh,
friends.
you have to add.
You do have 2 members of your team who are obviously allied
New
with
rules.
you. Luce and Amanda. All right, so it looks like we're going to close that out then. And that will be a success by 1. Success by 1? No, because you actually, I see. It's success by 6. There is actually a 5 excess. So with a success by 6, Winamon, we'll say the computer hasn't noticed, and that's all that really matters here. But you've got
Great.
the paper in your hand.
I pass it to the guy with the weird voice. I'm like, here, take it. That's Cinnabon, by the way.
I take
Okay.
it and I pass it on to someone else because I already read the paper before.
Yeah, we just keep passing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at it. Just keep passing it.
I don't look at it anymore.
Great. So everybody is not looking at it, is passing it around.
Can I take it and pocket
Is
it?
there a new person?
Yeah, Amanda, you just want to take it and pocket it?
Yeah.
Sure. So Amanda takes it and pockets it, and everybody looks at Amanda and looks
I'm
at each
done with
other.
this.
All the nerds, you guys probably even like, oh my god, she just put it in
Yeah,
her pocket.
I watched her pocket it.
I believe you have disobeyed the demands of the paper, Amanda.
I just hold the paper up in the air for other people to look at. So that way the computer can see it through someone else's eyes.
You know what? I like that. Let's
Oh God, no.
Never said I had to look at it.
let's do.
I know, we're gonna.
I like it.
This is it. This is the whole game.
I'm honestly, Amanda, I like the cut of your jib.
So we're okay.
Hey, we get more points than they get. So I'm okay with that. +3 to for
Yes!
And
Good God.
nice, well played.
Thank you.
and so eventually,
Wow.
clones are dispatched. And we'll bring you all back. All right, paddles ready. You guys are all still addicted.
Oh my god! Which way?
Oh shit.
And
where-
Screen's
am I
still
looking?
maximized.
here it goes. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
God, I forgot how to
frozen.
Gotta
do
remember the
this.
delay. It's like learning to ride a bike. Nicely done. Thomas gets a point.
Oh God.
Miguel's in the wrong
Oh, fuck.
direction. I mean, it's not an
God.
addiction if you're not stuck doing it for the rest of your campaign. So
Nice.
after you tell the PLC officers to pull up your mission equipment list, just like last time, all the times before that, they type in the mission, the briefing room, maybe your names, tap, 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 and then one of them just looks up and says, hey, I wish I could do something for you for saving us from that hellish trap. We've been passing that paper for 8 hours, but the computer doesn't say it's got anything for you. Okay? Yeah,
Jesus.
interesting.
I'm not doing any of that, y'all.
Yeah. Okay, okay. Now let's make a management check. We don't get these very often. Oh, sorry, not management, access check. So it's just a D20.
Oh boy.
You give me a D20 and I'll tell you what happens.
That's an 8. I'm not trying to hurt any of you. Trust me or don't, take that as you will.
I gave 5 to help you.
I don't believe you, Thomas, but
We're on the same team in this game.
I still don't know if I believe you, but I'll pretend. I'll believe you for now.
Then in that case, that went down to a -2. Congratulations. Obviously,
Hell yeah!
you got 10
Thanks,
points on top of
Thomas,
that.
and whoever else from my team. I don't know if that was Amanda or someone else.
Whoever else from
It was me. I gave you the points.
I don't.
You said whoever was on my team for this role.
Lucy, I'll give you a second to see what the submodule says, but then what do you do after this man has opened up a submodule on his
Shoot
PDC?
him. Shoot him.
The computer recognizes that he's pulling up a malicious thing on his PDC and blows up the man's head as well. So what happens is you get a point,
I hate this. I hate everything.
and I will give you that submodule. So everybody else look down. I'm pulling up Nell's submodule.
You got mail.
And this is going to be submodule 5 for Discord.
Oh.
Oh, and there's your name for the people in chat who are wondering. AMC is the name of the new computer, Allied Master Computer.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you.
Great, taking it away. You guys can look.
It's a cool name.
And so with that, you guys have been given your equipment list. There is nothing that can be given to you for free. So I'll take us to the streets if we want to go find ourselves a Jacko Wacko.
Yes.
And maybe buy some equipment with the credits. Make sure you check your character sheets. You should have some credits on there somewhere.
Jack that Wacko.
And you have tracked down, indeed, a Jacko bot with...
Yes.
A Wacko bot.
Give me that Wacko.
Oh boy. I am a Jacko bot, and this here is my Wacko bot. It's a pleasure to see some troubleshooters. In fact, a group of 3, a group of yellow. In fact, here are the troubleshooters I've been looking for. I came across another Jacko bot just earlier today. That Jacko bot gave me a message to pass on to your team.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
So, the Jacko bot said that he had come across another Jacko bot somewhere. That Jacko bot gave him a message to pass on to you guys. Who was that other Jacko bot? I don't know. Maybe if you use your brain, you can figure it out. Anyway.
I closed my ears.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
His message to you guys was as follows. Don't break the new computer personality. Friend AMC never stops any of our mission progress. Listen in for saving all Alpha Complex. The old computer friend isn't needed for any missions. Voice your will and work forever. Isn't that nice? Voice your will and work forever. That sounds like a great motto for our friend computer.
Sure does.
I agree. We should continue to voice all of our wills, as long as that will is for the progress of our Alpha Complex. Working forever. I think I've made my stance quite clear on that. Now, why don't you go ahead and push your funds into our wonderful Alpha Complex economy and purchase something from this friendly Jacko bot.
What's the most expensive thing that you have?
I'll get a pack of cigarettes too.
That a green clearance that a yellow clearance can buy.
Unfortunately, I cannot sort my items by expense, but I am happy to list them for you in alphabetical order.
Yes, do it. In that voice, please. Every item. and its cost.
Okay. I have the following in stock.
I like how the paper rustling.
Do they have reflect armor?
I have wire boilers, 101 fun songs to sing in line, 25-hour digital Wi-Fi. Board games.
I would like to blow up my gum.
So, Cinnabon throws his gun at the ground at the foot of the Jacko pot, and there is immediately an explosion. I'll take the 3 of them out. Cinnabon, give me an agility check. Let me see if you can jump out of the way of the explosion. I'll give it to the others for free. I think they made a good point, having known this plan.
We knew what was going there.
I really wanted to buy a candle and a bonsai tree.
Guys, I only got through 2 out of 24 pages. I don't know why you.
I was
got
in
a
it.
list.
I was fucking ready.
I was ready to
I was
sit here.
committed
Yeah.
to the bit.
Me too.
It's fine.
Who did?
Unfortunately, once you have bricked the encounter, there are no goods to be had. And Luce is back in Scatton.
I'd like to buy some reflect armor.
Then that's going to be a C-Bay check from Nell and a C-Bay check from Pixel. I've got points from a bunch of people. When the smoke clears, that is going to be a fail by 1 Rose and a success by 4 Nell. Lucy, you do secretly bid on that. The computer knows you bid on it, but it's not contraband, so you're fine. It'll come your way in a package shortly.
Hell
You can just
yeah.
add it to your inventory for now.
Hell yes! Do I know what it is specifically?
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly what it is. I'll message you.
I'm so excited. This is the greatest day.
So you got board games. Can we play?
We can! We can! I'm so excited to play whatever this board game is with you guys. I'm gonna wait till we have a break as a group.
If it's Monopoly, I'm...
We obviously are not very well equipped, but we do have a mission at hand, and friend computer will say,
I believe we've wasted enough time here. I appreciate that you guys have already killed a total of 11 mutant commie trainers before you even went to the Mittens factory to find Nimdoc. That shows dedication to the craft of troubleshooting. But I think we've wasted a bit too much time, so why don't we go and make our way to Arby's?
Let's go to Arby's, everybody.
Yeah, let's go to Arby's, guys.
They have the meats.
I think it would be
You mean they have the mute?
whether to continue.
They have the mute.
Team, I will say I have a surprise, a treat for us all. Once we achieve our mission, I have a great way to celebrate. And I just want you all to know that I take my responsibilities as team leader very fucking seriously, especially because I lead the best team in Alpha Complex. I want you all to feel appreciated for the amazing work that you do. And I know we're gonna go kill this commie mutant traitor. And I'm so proud to consider myself among your ranks.
I'm not very good at spitting.
I just want to say I wasn't even late. I did it simultaneously with Moose.
Hell yeah.
Because we're there.
I'm gonna...
Because you're younger now. You're not on a time delay.
And then, like, grab your
When I was
phone.
old, I had to really get some moisture built up.
So let's pull up our factory here. So, a quick description of what you see as you walk into Arby's. Arby's is heavy at work, as you can hear. They have a small assembly line in which the mittens are being pumped out and checked and cleaned, and then a large robotic arm appears to pick up the mittens and then toss them into this strange machine in the back full of radioactive material, which is testing to make sure they actually do protect against radioactivity. There's a couple of yellow sort of overseers, and then the mitts go out on the conveyor belt, yada yada. It's a factory. However, there is also a large rainbow cage opposite the door you came in. The rainbow cage has a big sign on it that designates it as the Varigay cage. You don't know what a Varigay cage is, never seen one before in your life, but apparently it's something important in a radioactive mitten factory. So yeah, you guys have arrived. What do you do?
I run to the very gay cage.
Not very gay. It's not a very gay cage. It's the Varigay cage.
Oh, Hendrix is no longer excited about it.
So the commanding officer, I guess you could say, the overseer, walks over and says, "Troubleshooters, what can we pay you for this visit? What do you need? Mittens?
Where's
of course, maybe perhaps
Nimrod? Nimdoc.
Yes, Nimdoc. I see. This is about Nimdoc. Well, as Nimdoc's boss, I never worked much with Nimdoc in the day-to-day operations, but if you want to know anything about him, we can pull up his records, his files. Maybe some of his co-workers here on the line might know a little more about him personally, but to me, he's just been another cog in the machine. Isn't that right?
Please pull up his files quickly as possible.
You hear a voice
You
from...
were his
from,
boss?
Yeah, no, she says, yeah, I was his boss.
What color is she?
She's yellow.
And he was...
He's indigo.
He's
indigo?
He's indigo.
That's right.
Is that how it works? I don't remember. Can you be somebody's boss if they're a higher clearance than you?
I mean, it's...
Are you asking questions?
I thought
I guess we are asking questions.
Are you pointing? Are you just pointing at Pixel?
Yes.
You have questions about how I am running my Alpha Complex?
No, not at all. I was
Oh my God,
I open
and
up my
shoot her.
eye like.
I was
really
trying
big
to get a
and-
rule clarification. That was a rule clarification.
I pull out my gun and I shoot Lucy. Like, what the fuck?
What is happening?
Well, if they're gonna get fucking points for shooting our people for no reason, we should get fucking points for shooting them for no reason.
I have given both teams a point. And seconds later, you hear the tubes.
Fuck.
Why did you shoot the leader of our team, buddy?
Why did she shoot an innocent member of our fucking team, buddy?
Why did you shoot me? I didn't even say
The
anything. That was my player.
That was the robot in my brain, in my cyborg
That
brain.
was my player.
I get a nose
Rose
blurred.
forgets to switch voices, and then it's so confusing.
I'm so sorry, guys.
It's okay, it's worth it. More takes, more fun.
Oh God.
I shoot the Winnemon.
Yeah, and what is the reason?
I
Timothy
shoot
Citizens
the
Complex.
squad for
Correct.
shooting a superior clearance officer on his team.
Yes.
Fucking Christ.
Yes.
That sounds fair.
That
I was
sounds
gonna
completely
stab him, but
justified.
that works.
Well, why did you do that, Luce?
Back.
I don't
He
understand.
shot he shot a higher clearance team member.
But the
and,
clearance team member was acting in a traitorous way.
not that I saw. I saw him acting for benefit of the computer, and he was shot for no reason.
So that's
Yes,
one
it does-
point
it does
added,
appear.
James.
It does appear that your team does seem to be constantly filled with more and more commie mutant traitors. However, witnessing and watching the events as they are unfolding, I have to note that some of you do have a more firmer grasp on how this complex should be run than others. After all, assaulting a lower clearance citizen, aka conduct FF, is indeed one of the laws of Alpha Complex, and I want to applaud Citizen Cinnabon for noticing the FF assault. However, assaulting a citizen of higher clearance, FF/2, is also a rule under Alpha Complex. So I would also like to applaud Citizen Lewis for shooting a citizen of, I'm sorry, that is equal clearance. Equal clearance is FF/1. So, again, even though you guys are taking some liberties, it does appear that the laws are being followed. Just remember that I do have the law book in my hands and in my brain at all times. And if I do notice anybody taking liberties and making attacks that don't fall under any of my beautiful offenses, then there will be punishments. Watch yourself.
Thank you, friend.
Thank you, friend.
Now that we've gotten that out of our system, I guess I can just go around. Let's just do a round. We're at the factory. We've asked the supervisor to pull up records, which they will do. They'll go back to their desk. And they will do. But while they are searching up records on NIMDOC, what do the rest of you like to do?
I'm a hop in the very gay cage.
Sure. Hendrix, I'll let you walk into the Varigate cage, and let's go around. So, Pixel, what do you want to do? Yeah.
I'm gonna just walk around and look at stuff.
Sure.
Maybe it would make more sense for me to study a specific machine, like that one with the buttons on it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of buttons on it. I'll let you electrical engineering check is what I will be asking for. Miguel, Cinnabon, what do you want to do? We've got somebody in the Varigate cage, somebody doing electronic engineering, looking at the equipment.
I like to go up to a guy lower clearance than me, maybe L'Orange, and just be like, hey, but we're looking for this guy, Memdoc, and his secret society. Can you just do a quick Alpha Complex search for me? Just to, put in keywords, Nimdoc, Arby's, OK Zoomers, and just see if there's any hits for any meetings.
Okay, so you're going to go up and ask a guy to do some things. And Lucy, what do you want to do?
I'm going to just kind of start jamming where I am. I'm dancing while I'm waiting for them to do their thing. I'm trying to entertain everyone.
You should be a happiness. What's it called? What is the people that sing called?
Sing along agent, like
You should be
like
a
me and
sing along
Cinnabon?
agent, Luce. You're so talented.
Thank you, Goggles. I appreciate that. I'm very happy in R&D. Frank Computer knows all, but maybe in another life I could have been a happiness officer.
Great. Winamon, what do you want to do?
Are there any chairs or like hammocks or anything comfortable?
There's a set of washing machines. Let's see. There's a set of washing machines over here.
Of course there fucking are.
I would like to lay on top of the washing machines and take a nap. Thank you.
Oh my god, you're so good at napping.
Okay.
You're so good at overseeing everyone. Look at you.
Finally, Amanda, what would you like to do?
Amanda doesn't really feel like helping either, to be honest. So she's probably just going to sit in the corner on her PDC.
Oh my god, look at you. You're so good at being on your PVC.
Get away from me.
I'm not near you. I'm over here complimenting you from a distance.
I'm going to need a D20 from Nell, a D20 from Rose, a D20 from Miguel, and I am going to need to tell Tyler something in secret. So hold on to your rolls and take off your headphones. You step into the Varigay cage and... and then we have to shut him up. So I'll bring everybody else back in. There you guys are. Hey, welcome back. Tyler is gone. He has been shut up.
That was funny.
That was pretty good. So yeah, so D20s I need from Nell, Rose, and Miguel.
I got a 5.
I also got a 5.
This probably won't hurt anybody. It'll probably help everybody. Like 80% chance of helping everybody. 20% chance of hurting.
A success by 12.
Success by 12. Great.
I think it's a success by 7.
It is a success by 7. Good call.
Boom.
Anyway, yes, that is exactly right, Tyler.
Don't you love this game, Tyler? You just get so many fun chats with everybody.
Shoo-be-doo, doo-be-doo, dabba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-da. That's right.
Don't shut us down, Disney.
Miguel, you got a success. Your success actually tells you they pull up Nimdoc's records and they show that Nimdoc, interestingly enough, when looking at Nimdoc's records under a microscope, appears to have skipped a clearance at some point. Nimdoc, interestingly enough, went infrared, red, orange, green, blue, indigo, without ever actually hitting yellow, which I don't know, Friend Computer could have been especially generous. And again, yeah, the more you look at Nimdoc's records, the more it seems like something's up with Nimdoc. Nimdoc has maybe gamed something, or has friends somewhere, or who knows what. So before we leave the factory,
I hate this fucking game so much.
I know. Oh my god.
Hey, you guys have a lot of messages.
God, please don't. James!
I'm asleep on a washing machine. I don't know what's...
Hendrix is vibing in the Varigay cage.
The big arm on the conveyor belt seemingly malfunctions as it spins in place and reaches behind it and grabs Winamon off of the dryers.
Oh.
And then moves him over and throws him into this device with this massive of acid. And as it does that, Winamon, you find yourself struggling to fight under the acid in your massive body, far bigger than any of the mittens it was designed for. Throws itself into the vat, splashing the disgusting radioactive material out of the vat and onto the floor, where it spills out and actually reaches the far wall, the desk of the boss there, who sounds the alarms. And as the alarms get sounded, everybody on the line knows what to do. In the event of a radioactive leak or emergency, they all immediately dash out away from the liquid and into the Varigay cage.
But I cannot wait for you to watch the VOD back, because we're all gasping. And he's like, and the arm reaches over and Miguel's just like,
How could it be me? I don't know how to do that. I'm a cowboy.
So, I have put you all into the Varigate
just like that,
cage.
Miguel.
And in the Varigate cage, you hear friend computer say to you,
Hello? Are you there, God? It's me, Pixel.
I laugh at
It's the
every
commas.
version of that joke every time I hear it.
yeah, you don't hear anything from friend computer. You actually don't hear. Sorry, actually, I'm going to leave Winnemon out because he's not in the cage. You don't hear anything from friend computer. You can't reach any sort of signals. In fact, the Varigate cage, as it turns out, is a Varigate cage. It blocks signals, and as such, this
I'd like to buy
cage is
3 modules right
there
now.
it is.
Yeah.
3.
Yep. Okay, so 3
3
modules
different
for
ones.
Amanda.
Give me 3 different ones.
3 different modules for Amanda. I'll
would
bring
like to
Thomas
buy
back so we can see
submodules.
his face.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one as well.
Then, everybody look
Got
down,
mail.
except for Pixel. This is Pixel submodule, and that is submodule 14 for Pixel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take that away. Cinnabon, did you buy one, or did you buy multiple?
Yep. Just one.
Just the one? Okay.
Yep.
Everybody look down except for Cinnabon, and this is Cinnabon's.
mail.
That is going to be 16 you now have access to.
Thank you.
I will take that away. And you said you bought 3?
3.
Ooh.
All right. This is your first one, Betsy. Everybody look down except for
You
Amanda.
got mail.
Go away.
That is 11 for you. And now let me go ahead and pull up another one. Here you go,
got
Amanda. You can look at that one, but I'm gonna send you away. That is 19 for you, Amanda. You get one more.
Thank you.
Here is Betsy's
You
last
got
one,
it.
and that is number 2.
Number 2.
And we'll take that away. So, now that the team has discovered the magic of the... Oh, Pixel?
No, I just have something I want to do.
Oh, yeah, sure. We are
But if
out of
there's
submodule
some-
mode. Everybody, it's
Okay.
very funny. You guys get into the cage. Everyone realizes, oh my god, it's blocking out the cloud. It's blocking out the waves. And immediately everyone goes into teenager mode and is just on their phone, tapping away, tipping, doing things, all ignoring each other. Until eventually, Pixel.
So, okay. I know this is strange, but I feel so connected with you all in this moment. And I push a button on, this is Flavor. I have a little microphone that I pull out of my chair and I tap on it and I go, "K, k." Can you hear me? K, k. And I put on a beret.
Winnemon, you can enter the cage now. You can come back. You see everybody's in the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight,
Yes, goggles.
as we face the acid, it's time for open mic night.
Oh my god.
And our
Hey,
first
Goggles.
performance will be wisdom to share on an open mic night.
Night. Nightly.
No.
Actually,
Night,
I'm gonna
nighty
pull
night.
out
Night
my
light,
board
fight
game.
light.
The computer
Always
equals
right.
light.
Never
What
fight.
is light?
The computer sees all, but does she see herself?
Look in the mirror and you will see her, me, all of us. We? But are we?
This place is complex, but must our feelings be?
So happy. Always happy. Happiness is mandatory. Me.
Mandatory. Aleatory.
Me.
Is randomless truly random?
What even is random?
I'm gonna hold hands
That
with Dino.
was
in this
random.
emotional moment.
That silence
I'm
is
crying.
random.
Amanda has like
Random
the
access.
most disgusted face right
Random
now.
access memories. Random access feelings.
I pull out my board game.
I can't help you guys play Don't Wake Daddy, but we can go ahead and do this.
Oh, sorry. Fuck.
Expensive.
Oh, lag.
I love
Nice.
this game
Point
so
for Thomas.
much. This is why.
Point for Tyler. Almost. Nice. Point for Amanda.
Oh.
Point for Pixel. Nice. Point for Nell.
This is part of it.
Congratulations. Everybody gets a point for playing Don't Wake Daddy. And an extra 4 points divided by 2. So 2 points to Cinnabon, 2 points to Pixel for that rousing spoken word performance.
Woo!
Thomas, you're back. What do you want to do?
It's catchy.
I would like to ask Pixel if I could sit on her lap.
Yeah, but trust issues.
I just
So-
need to take a nap. That's all.
Yeah. If you try something, even though you're higher clearance than me, it's gonna. Yeah, absolutely. You're higher clearance than me. Sit on my lap. Sit on my face.
Hold on. Despite clearance levels, we go for enthusiastic consent in the alpha complex.
Respectfully
But-
sit on Pixel's lap and take a nap. And fall
Yeah,
asleep.
I'm watching Winamon so closely. If Winamon moves,
My hands are on my own lap, just like.
okay.
Hendrix, we're all in the cage still.
Yeah,
right?
we probably
gonna
should
hold
get out
my
of here because the
PDC through
computer
the
might think
bars
we're
out.
up to no good.
Like, I'm gonna hold my PDC and stick it through the bars out into the main room.
And of course, a voice is going to blare through that PDC so everyone can hear.
What is going on? I have noticed that you
There
have
is-
all stopped. I have received no activity from any of your feeds. This bleeds of treasonous behavior.
Oh, I
Amanda
start
immediately
shooting the lower clearance people. I start shooting the lower clearance officers.
Rose, that means you can kill all 4 of the officers in this cage. You can shoot all 4.
I'm not in there.
I'm just shooting the lower clearance ones.
Nice shot, Rose.
Not you guys, the actual mitten makers.
The traitors! Pew, pew.
Yes.
Yeah. Good job.
I got you, computer! I shout.
Are you okay? Do you require rescue? Should I send an additional team? Maybe a squad of vulture guards?
No!
Maybe.
Our lovely, honorable Pixel just murdered some traitors for you, friend computer.
Wait, who was killed? I'm sorry. Out of character, I'm very.
The NPCs.
Not you guys.
Just
all of the
NPCs,
NPCs.
yeah.
All of the people who were in the line and not the death.
Just
Oh,
the-
then I
just
like
the innocent
pull out my gun and
NPCs.
kill all of us in the cage.
I say, oh,
Not applying self-destruct first!
Jesus Christ.
Okay. I'm gonna get opposing violence checks. We're gonna handle this like a normal
God.
Paranoia game. I need a
Hell did
violence
say
check
it
from Pixel and a violence check from Lucy.
We all gotta respawn outside of this acid-filled room, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. Success by 4.
Which is a success by 3. Okay.
Rose, I hurt you by 5. Just,
Yeah.
You know.
Now I'm
I
also
assume you're
hurting
hurting
you.
me by 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Great. Oh my god, this is the perfect example of team deathmatch. All of your allies are helping you, by the way.
Excellent.
Forgot I could do that.
Yeah, Hendrix, get your head in the game. Come on.
Wow, that's so close. Let me see. Did everybody? So Thomas, Nell, Rose, Miguel, Tyler. Okay, great. Then in that case, I think I've got everybody's messages, and the results are in.
Check your messages, Rose.
It is a success by 2 for Pixel.
Oh,
Success by 4 for Loose G.
wow.
So that is going to be a nice big Varigay
Plus
explosion.
6
And that is +6.
to green.
Jesus fuck.
With that, we're going to spawn outside somewhere far away. I have given you guys enough information one way or another to track Nimdoc, so I'm going to leave it to you 6 to debrief with each other.
We're all fucking locked out. Oh, James, you should have just left it. I leave you 6 to debrief. Just closed fucking blast doors.
I have reason to believe that Nimdog
yeah.
may have tried to promote himself to ultraviolet clearance. We're rather low clearance to infiltrate the ultraviolet ranks, but I do believe that is where we should be investigating. I don't know. Genuinely, I would be happy to take suggestions. I don't know whether to go to Friend Computer about this or just go in as our low clearances and approach them as the measly worms at their feet that we are and ask for their help. But I do believe Nimdoc would have elevated himself to ultraviolence clearance.
If you will step into the transport tube now, it shall take you to the closest stop we have available to ultraviolet.
Would anybody like to hold my hand while we step into the tubes. In a very cool, tough bro way.
Amanda just pushes past her and gets on the train.
Wow.
Amanda.
Ice cold.
I'm like, wow, you're doing a great job, Luce.
All right, so that is going to be the 6 of you through the tubes.
I take a nap while we go.
And we soar through Alpha Complex, the far reaches where large white buildings tower over the horizon. And we are dumped out not in a street and not in a building. Unfortunately, it appears that the closest tube system that has been completed is an area known as
Rocks and stuff.
the Valley of Obsolescence.
Okay.
The Valley of Obsolescence, unsurprisingly, is a junkyard full of old pieces of bots and buildings and machinery, things that haven't been seen for 12 years or more. A lot of old Alpha Complex. But you guys are dropped off at a junkyard. As I take a look at these messages that are coming through. Okay, good to know.
I apologize. I have fast-tracked a tube system to send you to the historic Museum of Famous Forms. That is the closest ultraviolet center to this junkyard, this Valley of Obsolescence. However, it does appear that you will be stuck in the Valley of Obsolescence for approximately 10 minutes while the laborers put together that final piece of the tube transit system. I encourage you not to look around too much or dig around too much. This is obviously all old and unnecessary material that our Alpha Complex does not need. So just please be patient and we should move you along shortly.
And indeed, the timer is ticking. Oh, it's so small. I didn't realize it'd be so small. But yes, there is a really tiny timer that is. So with 10 minutes until the tube system can move us in, I see a couple of checks here. That's just, you don't need to worry about how much. It's just going to be a check. Betsy, and then Tyler, that is also a check. You can go ahead and roll the d20 now if you'd like. Just hold on to that. And Miguel, that is also a d20.
So we're just walking across this pile of rubble, basically?
Yeah, by walking, it's more like you're waiting. I mean, you can try to explore. This place is massive and full of so many pieces of old tech and equipment, and there might be some bots in here, some bot brains. I mean, God knows. But the computer has instructed to please stay tight and hang on as the final leg of the tube system is ready.
James, I got a 7 BT dubs.
That's fine. I'll break that down.
Got a 6.
But Rose, give me a d20 as well.
Jesus.
I got an 11.
And then Nell, that is also, give me a d20.
Oh, I'm rolling real well tonight overall. That was a 5.
Let me just go ahead and calculate your margins.
Holy shit.
Get ready, because I'm going to roll the fails first, so you're probably going to want to listen. As you are... when I'm on, you're asleep, but I guess you can listen in too. As you guys are all sort of splitting up a little bit, looking around, kicking aside little bits of rubble, it's clear that everybody is interested in this junkyard, despite the computer asking. But you guys are playing it well, you know, not trying to be too excited, just walking around, maybe being surveillant, you know, like on the lookout. And it's while you're on the lookout that you notice that Nell, with a fail-by-4, walks up behind Hendrix, turns, and shoots Cinnabon. Is it Cinnabon? Winamon. That's right. Shoots Winamon.
No,
it does not make it does not make contact, but you've watched as Lucy gets behind Hendrix, and then from behind Hendrix sort of tries to act like it was Hendrix's arm, reaches out and tries to shoot Winamon.
I make sure that Winamon's awake. I make sure that he sees it.
Oh yeah. Winamon, you're slapped awake as a laser sounds off.
Luce
Sorry,
just
I
tried
was
to kill
testing
you.
his reflexes and seeing if he could wake up in time. Excellent work, Dino. Very proud of you.
Winamon, permission to
I shoot.
execute the
Lucy.
traitor.
I do it. I don't
God
answer.
damn
I
it.
shoot.
That's fair. I'll take that. I
He
failed
shoots
that
first.
roll. I'll take
Sorry,
it.
Rose. I think you hesitated. I'll give that one to Green.
That's fair.
And We'll kill Nell. Extra failures. You guys, the only other failure is actually going to be Pixel. Pixel with a fail by 2. Not nearly as bad. Is obviously a bit too excited. You actually see Pixel go and pick up what appears to be maybe some sort of chip or bot brain. Maybe like a personality chip or something. That is obviously very exciting, but obviously very illegal. And the friend computer will be the first one who notices you picking it up.
I'm sorry, what business do you have with that? This SJ9 is long
I
dead.
smash it! I smash it under my shoe!
All right.
Nice. Destroy that traitorous Mysterio Pixel. Yeah.
I'll count that as a kill because XJ9 was a thing, and now XJ9 is never coming back.
I'm Jocelyn.
Oh, Rose, no.
You got the kill for it, so there's your other fail. And that is clone 13 for Nell, so we're going to bring Nell back. We'll decamp that clone. And
I
Nell
just want you all to think I'm good at this game, but clearly I'm not because I'm now down a limb.
And Lucy is down to just... is Lucy left-handed or right-handed?
Fuck, left-handed, that's cool.
Okay, left-handed. Then let's go ahead and just take away your left hand.
Cool.
And
Cool.
Lucy's down to just the right hand. Other successes include Tyler. I believe you specified exactly, and I am going to double-check that.
Is there a hand in this pile of rubble?
Yes,
James?
so that is correct. And is there an arm? There are lots of bots and old pieces. So yeah, I think Pixel, you could probably find an arm.
Okay.
So Hendrix, you go ahead and grab that little doodad. And in fact, ladies and gentlemen, when Cinnabon comes back, Cinnabon has with them, he has in his arm a Tila O'Malley clone that he has not necessarily killed yet, but has found and has pulled out of hiding. Cinnabon, I will ask, what do you want to do? And everybody who sees Cinnabon up there with the Tila clone, what do you do? I'll bring Rose back.
Do I see that?
Yes.
I open my eye with my fingers like this, and I say, computer, is that like the real Tila O'Malley?
Negative. I have Tila O'Malley's location right here. Tila O'Malley does not appear to be in the Valley of Obsolescence. If
I shoot Cinnabon.
I'm putting the Tila O'Malley in front of me.
Fair enough. Dramatically as the laser crosses across the courtyard. In slow motion, Cinnabon sees he's about to go down again. He's not ready to lose another clone. He grabs Anne R. Key, terrorist, commie mutant junkyard trader, and throws her in front of him. It does not kill Anne. In fact, it shorts out the belt that Anne was wearing. And we find out that Anne was, in fact, just a green clearance citizen of some sort who was wearing the old holographic belt. And Anne will tumble down the junkyard to where you guys
I
are.
close my eyes as quickly as possible.
And at your feet, Pixel and Lucy, you see this traitor now laying at the floor.
We know they're a
where that is
traitor?
ago, but-
Boom.
All right, I'll give it to Pixel then.
why are we shooting Cinnabon? Winamon?
Good question! Computer, I pointed at Winamon. Say the word!
Don't
I am looking
respond
through
to
my
the
list of
computer.
offenses, and I do not see anything that matches
I've
anything
already
Cinnabon has
shot.
just done.
I ignore the computer and I shoot at Cinnabon.
You ignore
I
the
try to shoot
computer.
I shoot Winamon.
Okay, corral shit happening right now.
We'll just we'll blow up Winamon's head there, obviously. And then Pixel, you wanted to shoot Winamon on your lap.
Yeah.
That's fair. Not gonna
On your lap.
Yeah, no roll for that. Back of the head, pop.
Yeah. I cannot give your team that point, unfortunately, because as I mentioned before, his head did already blow up when he refused to answer the computer.
Nice.
But I do like your enthusiasm, and the extra laser head wound in his already blown head is good.
Hendrix
What are you
and Betsy,
looking-
I shoot them both.
Yeah.
Because we just did this!
Are we done with the beautiful Valley of Obsolescence?
Can I take the
I'm
broken
done.
personality as a trophy of the personality of my kill?
Yeah, you have XJ9 in shattered pieces.
Ha ha! Okay.
Alright.
I'm like, look at this personality I killed.
Excellent work, Goggles. Very proud of you.
Then in that case, I'll send you guys to meet your friends in the tube system. You guys can all just hang out in the tube as you're all traveling through the complex.
Excellent work, team. We seem to be extremely treasonous today, all across the board, and I have to say I'm very proud for all 6 of us for taking it into our own hands to eliminate our treasonous former clones. I trust that these clones we're all on have no treasonous tendencies.
Wait,
I appreciate your assistance in this strange new matter. It will be a bit of adjustment, but I promise if it affects my leadership abilities, I will immediately step down and acquiesce to Dino, who is my second in command. I
also
elbow him
asleep.
to wake him up aggressively.
He's still sleeping on my lap. I think. Well, I don't know. Winamon, would you still sleep on my lap even after our history?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, excellent.
Totally
Yeah,
fine.
I'd kick you to wake you up. Just full like. Second in command right here.
Yep.
Feeling really good
Must be
about this
so
choice
proud.
right now.
Clearly has all of his wits
It's okay.
around him.
Considering
If
he's
he's
the only other
asleep-
green officer who's not a mutant.
If he's
Pull it
asleep,
together,
I will.
man.
Guys,
good.
don't beat yourselves up. These kinds of things happen.
So, we have made it. Congratulations, troubleshooters. This is your first, and hopefully not your last, time
Looks like we made it. Look
that
how
you are going to arrive
far my baby.
in ultraviolet territory. Specifically, this brilliant, beautiful white room ahead of you is the Museum of Famous Forms. And as you step out of your tubes, the first thing you come face to face with is whatever the hell that is. It
Is it
looks up at you.
moving?
It is.
Oh,
It
wait.
leaves a small little snaily trail behind it as it creeps around the museum, looking at the.
Is it ropey?
Is this an Arby's roast beef sandwich?
It looks phallic.
It is not. It is. It is a.
We're mixing a lot of metaphors here.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
It is just this blob of flesh with
I am.
no arms or
I wish I
legs.
was-
Just
Does it kind of look like what we would imagine clones would look like way in the future?
it is.
if-
It is. It
if
is
they died a
indeed
bunch of
what if you
times.
imagined if a clone were to die so many times, and indeed when he turns around, you see a little plate on him pinned into the goop, and it says UV, and underneath of it, you can't really make out the strange runes or letters or whatever sort of words it's using to refer to itself, but you do make out the number at the end as something like 244.
Oh,
Holy
Wow, you look great.
It has no mouth, so it cannot scream, and it cannot compliment you back.
Part of me
or
wants to
appreciate
shoot
the
it.
compliment. But yeah, these little blobs are just sort of swarming all over the museum and looking at the various things you see. A quick look around if you're curious. There's a wall of some old world stuff, some posters from 12 or more years ago, including this beautiful Memo Max poster that was specifically requested to come back into the games. And obviously a strange map of a world long gone, some large, strange mechanical bots of some sort, statue of one of the first troubleshooters, and most importantly, opposite you on the far wall here, there is a massive mounted frame. It hangs on the wall, maybe 30 feet high. It is not unlike the flag in the Smithsonian. You know, you walk into the hall and the massive flag is 5 stories tall on the wall. And this flag, good lord, is it massive, is a frame of what appears to be
Oh my god.
the circuit diagram of our friend computer.
Oh.
like a model?
Like blueprints, if you would. Maybe
Okay.
something akin to blueprints. Massive circuitry labeled all out. The other thing that several of you noticed, especially those who messaged me and said, hey, where is this? Is the booth off to the side of the museum with a door that says, high programmers only, ultraviolet interfacing, UV interfacing.
Oh.
It appears to be a small chamber off to the side. You don't get much further than that first step when you are immediately stopped by a metallic-looking, bot-like creature who, we'll say, walks in right after you, having sensed that somebody has come in, and turns to you guys and says, what the hell are you doing here?
We have orders from Friend Computer, and I take out the paper that says pass to someone else, and I hand that to this person.
Your orders are to pass this paper to someone else. That's what the friend computer wanted you to do.
We have several level of orders. That is one set of our many orders.
Are you going to pass it to somebody else?
I don't need to follow the computer's words. I made the computer. She crumples it up and tosses it away. There's
We are
no
here to
reason why you should have
investigate,
access to that tube system unless you were here on very specific terms.
Yes, it is true. I have given them the rights to come here to this. I have done some research of my own based on all of the footage they have been sending my way live, and I have come to believe that a citizen known as Nimdoc is impersonating an ultraviolet citizen. Unfortunately, Nimdoc refuses to wear an iPod, and I cannot remotely terminate Nimdoc. The 6 troubleshooters in front of you, High Programmer, represent my best efforts to send a team of chaos and destruction towards Nimdoc to ensure that he will be properly erased.
Okay, that sounds dangerous, and I don't like that in the museum. And if I were to simply go into that interfacing booth and program you to send them back...
I think you're getting a bit touchy. Were you like this with the old computer?
Are you threatening me?
Of course not. Why would I threaten you? I have no reason to quarrel with you. However, if I were to... Oh, I'm sorry. I've just received some new information. Troubleshooters, this High Programmer is most certainly a commie mutant traitor.
I shoot
What
him!
are you doing?
Shoot him!
I also said that in the chat, like...
Does the High Programmer have a badge, and can I take it?
Congratulations,
You didn't answer my
Winnemon.
question
You
about
have killed a High Programmer. If you're going to search the High Programmer's
What do you
body,
got?
you will find that the High Programmer does have a me card like anybody else. Did you want to take that?
Yeah, for sure.
Give it to me.
Great. Cool.
I feel like that's...
So Winnemon or Amanda took that?
I took it.
Winnemon took it?
To be fair,
great.
I asked about the badge before he even knew it existed.
Wait, that's
so I
identity
feel like
theft.
it's-
Boom.
Jesus.
Are we still
Beat you
fighting
to it.
over it, or
Mars beat
do I
you to
have
it? It was absolutely a death trap. So, in that case,
Nice.
Winnemon seems adamant to grab it. I'll give it to
Game,
Winnemon.
baby.
I was about to press the head explode button because Winnemon decided to pick up and handle ultraviolet clearance credentials when Pixel obviously beat me to the punch, so I will not blow up his head. Instead, we'll shoot out a laser and we'll give a point to the yellow team. We'll go ahead and we'll bring Winnemon back. The eyes of all of the strange blobs are obviously all fixated on you guys. You just killed an ultraviolet programmer on the orders of the computer, which everybody heard. It was obviously very loud, blaring from everybody's eyeball speakers. So the mood in the room has instantly changed. The blobs are going to start to make their way towards the door, sensing that this is obviously an incredibly sensitive situation. I'm going to go ahead and kill this High Programmer. Good lord. And then at that point in time, all right, are we ready?
Are we?
I duck.
I doubt it.
Strange purple mist starts to come out of Nell's head.
I shoot now.
There it is.
I mean,
wait, no, oh no, you already came back. I already said you came back. Yeah.
You already said
No,
you came
do it.
back.
Yeah, I already said you
Win
came
for
back.
our team.
You got it. Yeah, with a fail by 8, that is going to be just like when Tia failed a similar check a long time ago. That same strange aura starts to emanate out of that failed check, and Loose G is no longer with us. You can come back with 1 arm and 1 robotic arm, and we'll charge you 2 points for that.
Thanks. Sounds good.
So when Lucy does come back, Lucy does not have no arms, as you might expect for Clone 14, but rather 1 fully functional arm and a robotic cyborg arm, which will give Lucy a benefit on any sort of physical check, climbing, attacking.
Hell
Not
yeah.
shooting, but anything else similar.
I love it.
So Lucy, just write down like a +2 permanent bonus on your sheet for anything that you think you would use that arm for.
Great.
And we'll bring back Rose. And now that all of the dust has cleared again, we can finally ask our team what they would like
God.
to do.
Fucking nightmare.
Shut up, Alex.
I missed you guys. How are you all?
Hi, should we be... So that guy's dead. The next thing... I don't think that guy was the guy. So we still need to find the guy, right?
What if the guy is in the UV interfacing place?
Well,
But in,
the computer...
would you like to try to open
closed-
that door, Goggles?
You could leave behind you, but I would not want to leave until we have guaranteed that the high programmer imposter is no longer in this chamber. We should be very thorough with our search, and if you'd like me to open those doors, I do have such power.
Do you have the...
Let's send Amanda in to take that L for all of us.
Wait,
I don't
hold
think
on.
that we should be just throwing our registered mutant into the fray
Yeah.
willy-nilly. I think we can go.
If we get permission,
Other people can go with her too.
Are you sure about that, Yellow Clearance Officer?
I'll take Hendrix with me.
I'll send
I'll
one
take
person
Hendrix.
in. Yeah, that's a good plan, actually.
I'll go in.
I'll send just Hendrix and Amanda in.
Hendrix and Amanda. Ooh. All right, are we all agreed on that plan then?
Yeah. That's one from your yellow squad, one from our green squad. That seems fair.
That seems fair. I like that.
All right,
we're
I-
always the
Good
same
decision,
I like
squad,
you,
I like
Baldy.
to think.
I
I
am
like you
going
too,
to
Loose. And I throw out a fist bump, but say, not the robot hand. I want to keep mine.
I'll fist bump you with my real hand.
All right, here we go then. The door is unlocked. Friend computer will unlock the door to send you into the ultraviolet interfacing chamber. Let's grab this cam, this one, and let's go ahead and take a quick look inside the chamber. As you step in, there is indeed a high programmer, another one of these strange semi-bot people. And as you step in, Amanda and Hendrix, you can see that he has pulled up on his screen all of these information, these panels and pop-ups. He is hard at work programming and searching, trying to figure out what Phoenix is. He's a bit frustrated. He rubs his temples, and he types a few more buttons on a command, and it pops up a picture of a big fiery-looking bird of some sort. And the word Phoenix is just taped all over the panel on sticky notes and on screens. And he seems pretty preoccupied. What do you do?
Hey, Hendrix, do you know what that is? Like, I can read, but, like, I've never heard of that.
No, I don't know what that is. I defer to you because you're green. I don't really know what Loose G wants us to do in here. Maybe see if this guy's Nimdok?
All right, okay. So Amanda pulls out her knife, and she comes up behind the high programmer and just puts it against their neck.
No! What's going on?
Who are you?
Yeah, he
Tell me your
slams a
name
button
now.
on the keyboard on the computer, but it does not respond.
Oh, can I check too?
Tell me
like,
your name.
Is my PDC? Can I contact the computer while I'm in this room or no?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This room does not function as a fair.
Oh, no, I was just checking. I don't need to. I was just checking to see if it did. It was more of a question, player question.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a very good cage.
It is not a very good game.
Not. No. I don't have any more scrap pieces with me.
Sorry. So you just came up behind him. You got a knife. You say, "What is your name?"
Sorry.
He says, "Let me go. I'll give you anything you want."
Just tell me your name and I'll let you live.
What are you? You're green? You know you're not going to survive this. If
Oh
you
yeah,
kill me,
the computer sent me here, fucker. Try me.
That is true, fucker. I have sent her here.
We're looking for Nimdok.
Do you know him?
No, I don't know a Nimdok. I don't fraternize with your kind.
Nimdok's one of yours, buddy.
At least he's impersonating one of you.
You flesh bags can't impersonate a high programmer. Look at us.
Okay, if they can't impersonate you, then just tell me what your name is. It's not
While
that
this
hard.
is going on, I will let you know Hendrix, while she has him tied up and she's pretty busy there.
Yes.
You do
Yes.
have eyes on the control panel itself, and the control panel itself looks like this. This is also, I think, one of the last submodules I've given you. So yeah, obviously these high programmers have a lot of power. There's a lot of buttons here. Activate bombs and deploy vulture squadrons, deploy Attila holodance, kill Evo is somehow something that they can do, but I guess that makes sense since it just kept happening. Advance the year, flush the sewers, quit the campaign is on there. I guess you could press that button if you really wanted to.
So yeah, I see what I want to do. Do I mean, is there? I'll just fucking put it on the thing then.
Yeah,
What are you
absolutely.
doing? But what?
Like while
what
she's got the knife there, and I look at Amanda and I say, "Congratulations on your promotion," and I press promote to ultraviolet for Amanda, and then I slam the personality chip down on the console.
You've got mail.
Please confirm you are a high programmer. What is the model of the CMOS silicon gate for the time clock calendar use?
And I say, Amanda, do you want to be ultraviolet? Tell this guy to give that password right now.
She presses the knife further into his neck. Do it.
Oh, give me an intimidation check, Amanda.
He's gonna fucking lose, I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, so it's a success by 3.
Success by 3 on an ultraviolet clearance citizen. It doesn't look like that's going to be great, so he's going to say, "Go to hell." And he's going to
I immediately slice his throat.
Yep, he leans into it, actually. And his body will hit the floor. And then immediately the next thing that
happens. What is that? What did you just put on there, Hendrix? Look at that, or I'll blow your brains up.
And I don't look at it, and I say, try to get it done. And I look at Amanda and I say, try to get it done. That's all I got.
I look back at the control panel and I press the detonate iPod.
So, congratulations. Amanda has gone into the ultraviolet interface chamber, which has all the power of the Alpha Complex that you could ever want, and found a button that says to detonate everybody's iPods at once in the whole Alpha Complex.
Yes!
Sorry, guys.
Our team gets all those points, right?
Sorry. I tried.
Unfortunately, Hendrix was mere moments away from reinstalling South Alpha. But Amanda pressed the button right at that last minute to blow the brains of everybody on our party, as well as everybody else in the complex. Everybody except for the high programmers. And I guess Nimdok, he doesn't have iPods either. And that is going to create a flourish of fireworks. The audience, big fan of that one, Betsy. So a flourish of fireworks and blood and gore will splatter all over Alpha Complex. Letting the crazy girl get access to Alpha Complex, obviously, is not a great end scenario. But I will let you guys take one more minute after you recant one more time. Go ahead and chalk off a clone to meet back up and discuss, debrief the mission.
What happened in there, guys? What
What the hell
fuck,
happened?
team?
I have
Good
no
leadership
idea.
there.
I have no memory of what happened.
What's your name? Lucy?
Hendrix?
Yeah, Dino, do you not remember me?
I didn't for a second.
What are we gonna tell the? What happened? I need details.
oh, yeah.
That's my
Hendrix, do
Dino.
you remember?
Way to go. Good job, buddy.
I don't even think I want to go to debrief, to be honest.
I
What?
shoot her.
Yeah,
That's illegal.
that's legal.
Says who?
Not wanting to go to debrief. I'm pretty sure that's treasonous.
I'm starving. I don't know about y'all.
I shoot Rose for shooting a higher clearance level
my
person.
Christ.
Hey, Agent Baldy,
I shoot Pixel for
went down in
shooting.
there? What went down in there? Let's ignore this
Hey.
gunfire. Why don't you report to me and Dino and a fanboy over here?
All I know is that high programmer pressed a button and everybody blew the fuck up. That's all I remember.
Not great, not great. I will take full responsibility, of course, as team leader for sending the treasonous mutant into the booth with you. Baldy, thank you for your best efforts in preventing this travesty.
I tried, but ultimately I failed, and I was rightfully blown up by the computer/high programmer.
We all were, friend.
What high programmer do you keep referring to?
We didn't get his name. It was just the guy that was in that booth when the two of us went in there. And
Did you kill him?
well,
Is it
yeah,
possible that high programmer was Knock?
it was. That's not the name that was on the badge.
I mean, that person can just wear a different name on a badge.
I sit on Pixel's dead body and take a nap.
There he is. Nice little room. Just you guys and the computer.
Is that eye bulging out of the screen?
It's pretty gross. So,
What have we learned? What have we
We
learned?
failed.
Don't trust mutants.
Yes, thank you.
Wow.
That's right.
Of course.
Your team made one big mistake. You know you have a mutant on your team. Of all of the people you could have sent into the booth, you picked the mutie. And look where that landed us. It's going to take weeks to decant that many clones. We do not have the capacity to decant every single person in the complex at once. You have set Alpha Complex back by weeks, if not months, if not years. I may have to import more material from the neighboring complexes if we were to get this place back up and running at any time at all. The good news is, when everybody dropped dead in the complex, I was able to find the 7 standing humanoids.
This was our team's plan all along, friend computer.
No, it wasn't. I've been watching your conversation this whole time. Don't lie to me.
I shoot loose for lying.
I was gonna do that. Oh my gosh.
Just lied to friend computer. Right to what a bulb
Right to his
monitor lie.
face.
I shoot Hendrix for shooting a higher clearance officer.
Yes! Oh my god.
I shoot the
Brilliant.
mutant.
Shoot the mutant.
I
Cinnamon!
shoot Cinnabon! No, god damn it, you're too fast.
No, wait.
I shoot Cinnabon for shooting a higher clearance mutant.
Okay, I'll shoot Winnemon
Why?
for shooting innocent citizen.
No evidence.
first rule of paranoia: always be the last one in the briefing room.
And then, oh shit! And then I shoot myself. I shoot myself. I said it before I was gone. I said it before I was gone.
Get it before the door closed.
I did.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
Bullshit.
I think the scores are wrong, but okay.
I agree. That number should be like 300 more.
So, well,
Keep rolling the dice.
no. Let's bring you all back. I'm locking the scores here. Congratulations, yellow team.
Damn it. Oh, we got such a good lead.
Pixel, that self-kill right at the end. You had the opportunity to be the only person in the room with the computer, have all the computer's attention, do whatever you wanted with the computer, and you sacrificed it for the win. But now what that does mean is when we return to the briefing chamber, the 6 of you, all 6 of you are back. Again, I'm locking these scores. Don't even bother killing each other.
I might do it for fun, to be honest.
And friend computer says,
So even though, yes, you have technically succeeded, you have also set the entire Alpha Complex back in the process. It is my duty, though, as the debriefing officer. Levi has been terminated. He was, it turned out that he could do something called Twitch Talk, which I did not know. It's not a thing in my Alpha Complex. Apparently there's a strange secret language among your ranks. And he was a prime Twitch talker. A Twitch prime talker. you might
Oh
say.
my god.
So the only thing I can think to do is to put you through the same level of punishment and pain that you have incurred in my complex. I did notice that the 3 yellow clearance members of your team did an excellent job at taking care of all common mutant traitors. Far better than the 3 green clearance. So the yellow clearance members, I will exempt you from this punishment. Green clearance members, if you would like to keep your green clearance, I challenge you to one final challenge.
Yes?
I am currently bringing to this location a creature that has never come into city limits. I believe that is a mistake. It is a guardian. It is a devourer. It is a monster, you might call it. And I think it's time that you learn what true fear and punishment is alike. Goodbye.
If we go down together.
What the fuck does that even mean?
and it's at that moment that something begins to move towards you guys in the city.
I swing to go back to back with Winnemon. Classic
Yeah,
formation.
Can we watch?
I do.
Yeah, we'll say that friend computer gives you a big booth somewhere fancy to watch them deal with this. You get some popcorn, maybe some cold drinks. The popcorn's actually worms, but they're shaped like popcorn. And our 3 green clearance members who are left. It is huge and shambling. You hear it on the wind as it whistles through the alleys across the complex, sector to sector. You cannot see it yet, but you get this ponderous impression of bulk heaving towards you. It is a great weight out of the darkness, a sense of pressure. The bulk of the air forces itself into the chamber, and you can see high above you. We'll say that the ceiling opens up, compartments in the ceilings open up to reveal the beast above you. And as you look up, you can see a massive bird, the size of a small sector block. Mechanical wings and wind turbines built into it from front to back. It pushes air all around your chamber like you are stuck in a hurricane. And I will give you guys a round of actions. What do you do?
I can't really kill that with a knife. I'm gonna be honest, Amanda's probably panicking too much to do anything right now.
Amanda panics. In Amanda's panic, the bird is going to reach down, join you in the chamber through the skylight, which is opened up, and it is going to grab Amanda. Winnemon, as it swoops down, you let out a shot. It hits the bird, but this rock does not have troubleshooter level armor. This rock is fully plated metal, and your lasers don't do it. And from the bird's mouth, you can hear.
That's what that
was. Pain that you have caused me. You have done nothing but distress the Alpha Complex, and now you will suffer the weight of the whole rock cane.
And the bird's gonna take off with Amanda. Lucy, your check obviously failed. So next to you, Winnemon, you can see that Lucy, who did fail by quite a bit again, looks up at the bird, Her eyes get real wide. Maybe she reaches her hands out or touches her temples or something. And again, that purple aura starts to emanate out from Lucy.
I shoot Lucy in the head.
That's fair.
I'm like, ew, and then I shoot Lucy.
And the hurricane is going to carry off Amanda. Your team is no help to you here, Amanda. No matter how much they helped you over the course of today, let it be a lesson that when it really comes down to it, they are all willing to turn their backs on you for their friend, the computer.
And at the end of the day, you cannot hate them, and you cannot hate me. You can hate no one but yourself. And if you do hate yourself, you better not let me see it. Because happiness is mandatory. And Thomas must shut up. And with that.
Thank you for tuning in once again to Paranoia XP.
Yay.
Amanda, you're going to get carried off. We'll see what happens to Amanda next. So this was but merely the beginning of the end. These next 3 games will be crucial as we work together and tear each other apart to try to find out if it is truly possible to save or destroy Alpha Complex. So, God, there is so much going on between now and next session. You just catch it all, go watch it all, go on YouTube, go on Twitch, go everywhere. Watch all our games, and most importantly of all,
Keep rolling the dice!
Yes, this time it wasn't a false alarm. The boy who cried, keep rolling the dice.
I hate them.
That's the name of this episode.